Shabbat Shalom. In the 6 years since I was last up on the bima for my bar mitzvah, my identity and perspective as a Jew has changed drastically. In my bar mitzvah speech, I focused on the 613 commandments and how we must follow them. I also wrote about the dressings of the high priests of the time of the Talmud. They had to follow strict regiments about what they wore and how clothing was made. I used to think Judaism was just a set of old rules that were nothing but an annoyance to those who followed them. For a while, that's all Judaism was to me. Because of recent events, I have found myself turning back towards Judaism and the people within the temple. Judaism is not just a set of rules. It's more than that. It's more than just a religion. It's a community. No matter if I'm in East Brunswick, Syracuse, New York, or the middle of the Ozarks, which if you've not seen is a very good show, I know I can find a local temple and find a sense of familiarity while saying the Motzi or joining them for Friday night services. Someone once told me that you can't leave Judaism, or you can leave Judaism, but Judaism can't leave you. This feels more real than ever. Even when I put my religion on the back burner for a little bit, it's the little things like Jewish geography with your camp friends and the Yiddish expressions that remain part of your life. In order to find inspiration for the speech, I followed the rabbi's ways and I looked towards the Torah portion. Luckily, it was relatively easy to relate to, not this week's Torah portion, but next week. Next week, we will celebrate the holiday of Shavuot and the reception of the Ten Commandments at Mount Sinai. Within the Torah portion, it is written that before God gave the Torah to the Jewish people, he demanded guarantors. After countless rejections, the Jews finally declared, "Our children will be our guarantors, that we will cherish and observe the Torah." God then immediately accepted them and agreed to give them the Torah. By listening to the Ten Commandments on Shavuot, the words of the Torah will be engraved in the hearts and minds of the children, which in turn will allow the Torah to be further etched into the minds and spirits of their parents and grandparents. I want to take some time to thank a few people who have helped me along the way to become the responsible Jewish adult I became. First off, I want to thank both Rabbi Miller and Rabbi Baisley, as well as Cantor Ott and Cantor Stanton, who took the time to make sure that all of us grew up to be good students, good Jews, and most importantly, good people. I also want to thank the Hebrew School staff for volunteering their time to teach me and my peers about current events, Israel, and how to read and write Hebrew. I also want to thank Matt Vogel for always reaching out to me and making sure I felt included in all Hebrew School-related activities. Now, I want to turn my thanks towards my friends and family. I want to thank my classmates for making my time at AEMT both exciting and memorable. Next, I want to thank my parents for providing me with ample opportunities to get involved with the temple, including driving me to and from Hebrew school, keeping me on top of my Hebrew work for my bar mitzvah, and supporting me the entire way. I want to conclude by saying that no matter where I go in life, I know I have a home at Anshe Emeth where I can see the friends I've made along the way. I want to say good luck to the rest of my classmates on whatever you plan to do after high school, and thank you again.